I tried watching a few episodes of Inside Job on Netflix, which I did not know Alex Hirsch, the director for Gravity Falls, had a role in. And I actually liked it. I liked it more than I thought I would. The main issue with the show, at least the first two episodes, is that they need to stop with the fucking celebrity references, man. I hate that shit. I hate it so much. I hate it so much when you have an okay show, but all the people working on it, like, were born in LA, grew up in LA, live in LA, and they're all huffing their farts 24/7. So, like, every episode has to include a dozen and a half, like, extremely quickly dated celebrity references that just fucking, yeah. Also, Kill Off the Alien. The Mushroom Dude, I immediately don't like the Mushroom Dude. I really did like the chick. I really like the dynamic between the two people in Inside Job. I'm only 2 episodes in. The himbo and these two. I really like this dynamic. This is such a good dynamic, okay? I instantly liked her more than Rick Sanchez because you have the, like, eccentric genius thing down, but in her case, they do something they were never brave enough to do with Rick, which is make him actually socially incompetent. You know, anybody as smart as Rick should absolutely be too autistic to consistently be charismatic with other people. The show Rick and Morty treats charisma like some kind of direct, if you're smart, you're good at talking. But that's just not true. That's just not. And you could say, like, oh, well, he's smart and charismatic, but he's clearly an autist, dude. He's clearly fucked up in the head. They make her anti-charismatic. That's good. And he's just a stupid himbo. And they get together. Not get together like date. I mean, get together like they're friends or whatever. I like that. That's a good dynamic. She is mega autistic. They even make a joke about her not making eye contact in the first episode. Right, is such a good character level. Yeah, I liked them more than I thought I would. I just watched it kind of errantly. I didn't think I would see those two and think like, oh, well, I actually kind of care about them a little bit. That's nice. Good to see high quality stuff getting out there. Rick isn't sociable because he's smart. He's sociable because he's a sociopath and good at surface impressions. No, I disagree. I don't want to get into it because I feel like I could talk about this forever. Rick is very inconsistently characterized when it comes to his ability to interact with other people. Depending on the episode, he will wobble back and forth between, like, so oblivious of what other people want because he's in his head that he just, like, sort of traipses his way through conversations without giving a shit, to him just, like, analytically processing every element of every engagement he has with others. He'll, like, warp between, like, caring and not caring. That's more realistic. People act like that too. But it seems like the show basically wants him to be whatever's most narratively functional in any given scene. If he's socially competent, then that's what's fine. And then if he's not, it's that what's fine. But it's always in service of the scene. But, like, it varies so much, you know? I don't know. Yeah, he's always as autistic as he needs to be based on where he is, and, like, based on based on the needs of the episode. The main thing that bothers me about Rick and Morty is that if they're not going to have any serious season by season progression, they need to stop doing this thing where Rick gets confronted on being an asshole and then learns his lesson and makes an effort to be better, because they've done that 80 times now and it's very boring. It's very tiring. Look, if they want to do the episodic thing, that's fine, but it's very annoying for him to suggest character growth and then not do it. It's okay if he's not going to grow as a character. Keep it episodic. Fine, that's what they want to do. But then don't have an episode where the conclusion is Morty being like, Rick, this is the last time, Rick, you... And Morty's, oh, geez, Morty, all right, I'll try to... you're right, Morty, yeah. You know, like, this happened like so many times. Like, fuck, dude. The latest episode shows he hasn't learned at all. I know he hasn't learned at all, and I know that people who never learn also tend to keep apologizing, but it gets annoying. It's tiring. It happens all the time, man. Vaush loves autistic MCs, but hates My Hero Academia, the battle shonen with the most autistic. But don't even get me fucking started on My Hero Academia. Don't even fucking get me started on that shit. I'm not going down this road again. Not even mentioning Cabinet of Curiosities. I hadn't even gotten to that. Yeah, I watched some of Guillermo del Toro's anthology horror series on Netflix, Cabinet of Curiosities. And I watched the first episode and the second to last, the one, the very yellow episode. You'll all know. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. And I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot. Yeah, it was pretty fun. The yellow one was good too. Yeah, it was very interesting. The Eric Andre episode. It was very interesting. It wasn't. I don't know if I would say. Well, the episode itself wasn't interesting in terms of like stuff happening. It was interesting in terms of the mood that it was setting. I felt like I watched a 50-minute long like mood piece, you know? I don't know. It's horror comedy. Yeah, well there's always horror and comedy go well together. It's like peanut butter and jelly or whatever, because comedy is a really good way of giving like kind of a narrative tonal break to the horror for a moment without actually deflating it. That's one of the reasons why humans, like actual humans, make jokes when they're scared. Like if you're nervous, you like try to make jokes to kind of play it off. You know, it's something we do. It's something we understand. It's just something people do. Um, People do the same thing with sex too. It's one of the reasons why the trope of like characters in a horror situation freak out and start fucking is kind of rooted in something. I mean, there's like something there in terms of human behavior. That one tends to be a bit more tropey because depending on the situation, it might not be like viable. Wait, what? Wait, are you guys not familiar with the people who are like kind of panicking? It can like flip switches in their brain and make them want to like fuck? Not everyone all the time, but that's definitely like a thing humans can do. It's not as common as cracking jokes, but it's a thing. What? Okay, never mind. Wait, Vaush, do you not like the autistic princess from She-Ra? Not really. Man, fuck, do I want to do discourse on this? Dude, is she a little, I feel like she might be a little bit like ableist, to be honest with you. This one, and what's her name, Entrapta? I forget which one she is. I don't fucking know. The one with the hair as arms. I think she might be a little bit ableist. I don't know. Maybe I need to be more autistic to fully resonate with this, but yeah, I don't know. This is like a minstrel show. The minstrel show for autism. She-Ra's a mid-show generally. That's true. That's true. It fits in the category of shows that wouldn't really be remembered that much if it weren't for all the representation stuff, you know? Not a new take, go for it. Okay, basically, okay, wait, I'll just say this, then we're moving on to the Little Joe thing, I'm sorry. Okay, I love you guys, I hope you all know that, I love you very much. First things first, okay, I'll say this much. I actually think she has a nice design. Color palette-wise, her arms, she controls, or her hair, she controls it like arms. It's her power as a princess. I actually like the design. I think it's a good, like visually, it's just like a good, solid, memorable design. I don't remember a lot of designs from the show. I remember her. Yeah, a nice, like, mauve kind of color. Yeah. I'm looking at screenshots for her in the show. She looks good pretty consistently, which is impressive because She-Ra does not look that good. If you pause it, you know, they worked with the budget they had, I guess. Anyway, she's like super smart and she likes machines and coding and robots, blah blah blah, right? But she's autistic. Like, she's completely socially incompetent and incredibly easy to manipulate because she's very trusting, which I don't think is bad because there are people like that. That being said, this is the thing that kind of bugs me about her. She also doesn't have a sense of ethics. She gets basically convinced to work for the bad guys, spoilers, when they're like, hey, we'll let you have all the autistic robots you want. And with no thought, she's like, oh, yeah, sure, I love my autistic robots. I mean, I could have just, like, kept doing the autistic robots thing with the good people. I'll just, like, have all my friends kill. Yeah, sure, what, I don't care, yeah. I guess that degree of, like, ethical obliviousness, like, tripped over into weird for me. I know autistic people can be, like, kind of socially off, but autistic people also generally tend to have pretty strong senses of internal justice. That's been studied. They've been impugned for it. But there is a trope about autistic people having no morals. Like, that's like a harmful trope about autistic people. Open Storm, that was like barely anything. She was like upset. She was upset with the good guys because she felt like she'd been left behind in like the most unjustifiable grievance ever. It was basically like, wasn't it like a big like castle was crumbling and her friends escaped, but she got caught, but she ended up living? Like, maybe they just couldn't help you, you know? I don't know. If you're smart, you're smart. If you're not, you're not. I don't know. Wait, so is Batman autistic? Yes. Batman is absolutely autistic. Honest to God, all good characters are autistic. It's like the criminal psychology videos where they have like a neurotypical guy who murdered and their behavior is to do with their shock with the autistic guy because he's autistic. Oh, yeah. Like, I don't know if this happened in the Jeffrey Dahmer show because I didn't watch it because I'm not cucked like you guys. But it's like, you know, who does our serial killer kill? Well, they just find the most autistic motherfuckers in the room, and they're just like, hey, do you want candy? I don't know. I don't talk that much driven equals autistic. Well, driven in the sense that you just effortlessly switch over to the bad guys because they fulfill your special interest, maybe. You know? I have some special interests, but if I would be a bit offended if there was like a cartoon version of me, and like Hitler 2 was like, hey, check out this unreleased Adeptus Mechanicus figure set that I have. Do you want to see it? And I'm like, holy shit, I can't wait to join you to do more Holocaust, sir, mein Führer. I don't know. That's basically what happened though in the show. Yeah, like it sounds kind of dumb when I say it, but that's not what happened. She barely knew what the Horde even was. Okay, no, never mind. Stop. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Watch Poetry the Rock. Stop. Bringing it down. We're bringing it down. Bringing it down. Vaush, you're always so wrong in media. It's so painful. She did not know the bad guys. The bad guys. I'm sorry. Fucking... She had met with people before who were like, yeah, we're fighting the Horde who killed everyone. Here, who's introducing her to this new faction? Oh, this fucking guy. Fucking Hordak. Oh, who talks like this? Yeah, okay, sorry. Pardon me for not giving her benefit of the doubt in a very basic assessment of the... Yeah, okay. We will use your robots with our army for good. Oh, yeah, okay. Just keep bringing me robot parts. We're good. Okay, bye-bye. Stop. We're not doing this. Please. Let me live. I want to live. Please. Let me live. Let me out. Let me out. Maybe she's just not judging a book by its cover. Yeah, maybe she's just... You chose this? Yeah, I guess I did. Okay. It's time.